Don't mind me, I'm making a cocktail.
Since I set my eyes on you, I tell you the truth. Twisted like a flame in a slow dance, baby. You're driving me crazy. Come on, little honey. Come on now.
Scene. You know what? It's short intros. Short intros. I'm not going to play the whole song anymore because they don't like that. They don't like that when I do that. Speaking of short songs, I came on a little late on the Robert Wallace program, and my man was playing a shovel. And I don't mean just a shovel, not like guy's got a shovel. Daisy. Guy's got a shovel and he's got it tuned with strings. I still got this cold in my chest. I'm sorry. I'm better tonight than I was last night, but my man's got strings tuned to a shovel with a slide. Wow, 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 bam, 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 bam. I've never seen that before. That was crazy. I loved it. I loved it. So, how are you guys? That was excellent, dude. Robert Wallace, if you're here. Oh, yes, you are. I see it. I absolutely loved it, man. Thanks, Jen Manga. You loved it. That's a good burp. That was a good burp. I actually was going to try to stifle it, but had I let that out my nose, in trouble. And if I would have just swallowed it, trouble out the other end. It's coming out one way or the other. It's coming out the neck or out the ass, coming out the booty. So, what is it? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Tomorrow's trash day. I brought my trash out. So, we got that going. Yes. I was scrambling around to try to get ready for the show because I'm like, oh shit, it's like 15 minutes and I had to do some stuff. So I'm a little winded, and working on my, getting over my little sickness. Of course, I have a little 7-Up tonight. And yes, 7-Up, the Uncola. Yeah, it's delicious. It's very good. There's an elixir in it. It helps me feel better. So last night we did a live stream, which was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was good to get back in the saddle again. And thanks for coming Yeah, Chris Coon, he was rocking it. He was rocking that shovel, man. That thing, not only that, I mean, I no hate, no nothing, man, Robert. I'm totally serious. The tone and the sound and the quality you were getting off that shovel, dude, was like, this thing's in tune. It's like it sounded cool. I liked it. I'm like picturing like a full band, revolved around this shovel. And I don't know. I don't know. I haven't put it all together yet, but the sound and the quality and the tone was so good that I was like, that actually could work with something. I don't know what. I don't know if somebody's got to be in the background beating bushels of, empty apple baskets, bushel baskets or something like that. But I definitely could see something working. I've seen some crazy shit on YouTube though. I've seen people that are not only phenomenal percussionists and that kind of stuff, but they've had like empty tubes and all that kind of stuff, and they kind of tweak them and twinge them to have different sounds. And there's a lot of very very talented people in the world, but some of them decide to hit play and put them on YouTube. So yes, yeah, he definitely was rocking it. You can never put the shovel down. I dig it working at home. Yeah, buddy. Have you ever played the shovel for your coworkers yet, Robert? Put the magic slide on there. Wow, wow. I think the slide is one of the neatest pieces to ever be added to, um, like a guitar or a shovel, ever. I think it offers such a unique difference to traditional or non-traditional guitar playing. It's the steel slide, man. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. So guess what, guys? I didn't come on here half cocked. I actually made myself a list. It's a short list, but I'm thinking it'll keep me on point, and we can talk and we can have a little fun. Um, Still getting over my cold. Still getting over it. I don't know what's up with this bitch. It's hanging on. It likes me. It wants to hang out with me, and it's having a lot of fun because it's been with me for a long time. If this was a one night stand with a cold, this cold would have way overstayed its welcome. And, I just ain't digging that. I have no idea why I said that, but I did, and it's live, so there's no taking it back. So great to see everybody. There's no way in hell I'm going as long as I went last night, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I have plans tomorrow. I have plans. I am a man of plans. And my plan tomorrow is I'm going to go buy a vehicle. But I'm not going to a car lot. Stay off fucking car lots. Don't go to car lots. I don't go to car lots. Haven't gone to a car lot since I was 20. Was I 21? I was 20 or 21. And it sucked. The experience fucking sucked. The thing about me, though, is I don't hold my tongue very well. So once it happened, I blistered their ass and I got them to correct what was wrong. But I was so pissed. I never went to a car lot again. I ain't dealing with people like that, man. I just ain't. I ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. So what I am doing is I am going to the auto auction, which is where I have actually purchased my last, I was going to say 7, but it might be 6 vehicles that, between the girls and everything. And I go to the auto auction and I know enough about cars. I know what to look for. I know what to look for wrong with them. So I'm going to the auto auction tomorrow. That's what I'm doing. And I have to be there by 9 a.m. So I can't I can't go super late because I really need to get to bed. Hey, Tony Simply. Sorry, buddy. It's been a while. Good to see you. Good to see all of you. Chris Coon, Chris Coon, Chris Coon. I saw you change your moniker to KK, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, man, that's so solid. That's right on. I love it. I think it's gonna stick forever. Forever and ever and ever. Forever. But I do have a list. So just understand that you know, I have plans tomorrow, so I am working on a little bit of a deadline as far as getting sleep. A boat car. Yeah, you know, I really should find out if I won the Powerball tonight. I bought Powerball tickets. Did anybody buy Powerball tickets? I also bought Mega Million tickets last night, and wah wah, I didn't win. Not only that, I didn't match one number in the Powerball or in the Mega Millions. Somebody did though, apparently out of South Carolina, and somebody won 1 point whatever billion dollar, $1.6 billion, which if you take a cash advance, it'd be $964 million. I've been frozen. Somebody throw me a friggin' bone. You do not support the lotto. Well, Robert Wallace, I commend you. You're a commendable man. And I don't either, except when, you know, the once in a while chance that it gets up into the hundreds or or billions of dollars. Now, what I will tell you is that I'm not a man of waste, and as God is my witness, I bought 3 lotto tickets, easy draw, for the Mega Millions last night, and I bought two two numbers for, I think it's 660 million for the Mega Million or for the Powerball tonight. So I would say that 99% of the time I don't support the lotto either. But when it gets to that kind of ridiculous money, I don't even care that I don't win. It's fun to dream what he would do with that money. And, if 2, 4, 6, $8 once or maybe twice a year lets me dream about the good that I could do in the world or the things that I would want to do with that kind of money, I'm cool with it, man. I dig that dream, because there's one thing that's for sure is that you ain't changing nothing in the world, at least on that kind of monetary value, if you ain't in the game. $2 allows you to dream, and that's fun for me. So I know I'm don't crucify me, but I do see people. Well, I don't really see people, but I have in the past. I know of people that, stand there and spend half their paycheck on that kind of shit. And they're really banking on it, and they're like trying to put all these number theories together. And that, that's crazy to me. That's, to me, I'm not supporting the lotto. I am supporting an ability to have I'm allowing myself to step outside of myself in my daily life and to really think what I could do with that kind of money. It's funny. I was talking to Shawnee, y'all know her. And I said, do you know if you won $1.6 billion, do you know after the payout and you get like 900 and blah, blah, blah $1 million take home? For how many people are in the United States? By the way, I wouldn't do this. I was just putting it in perspective, but let's say 900 million you took home. You could honestly afford to give every person in America over $1 million and still have like $500 million in your bank account. If you gave every person in America $1 million, I wouldn't suggest ever doing that. But to put it in perspective, you'd still have over $500,000 by giving after you gave every person in America $1 million. That's fucking crazy money. I'll guarantee the prick that won it in South Carolina won't do that. I hope they would. It sure would make retail sales go up fairly quick. But the truth is, a lot of people that win the lotto, this is the reality, is that they're broke within 3 to 5 years. They are. They're not used to that kind of money. They don't know how to manage that money. They listen to the wrong people. They make poor investments. The reality is with that kind of money, you really could just keep it in a secured account and live off the interest. If you're a common Joe like me, or maybe you guys, that is fuck you money. It really is. It's fuck you money. But I don't know if I would have gone to the extreme of giving everybody $1 million or something in America, but I will tell you one thing. Every single one of your lives would have changed had I won. That I do know. And it's fun to think about the things that you would, try to help people with. I don't know, man. For $2, $4, $6 to be able to dream about that and think about what you do with that kind of money, I think it's fun. I don't know. It's worth my money because if I don't at least put a couple bucks in it, I ain't dreaming. That's for sure. How about you? I know I haven't really been reading the chat and I apologize. And I get off topic a lot when I read the chat, but I'll tell you today, I went back and read the chat like I told you I would last night. And I enjoy the shit out of your guys' conversations with each other. You guys just, you guys just have, it's a whole different world. I know you're listening out of one ear to what I'm saying. And on this ear, you guys are having a whole nother conversation. And you know what? It's cool. It's cool. If it's cool with you, it's cool with me. 7-Up. So I haven't even touched my list yet. What time's everybody got to go to bed? I have to go to the auction tomorrow. I told you that. But should I start getting into the list? And where the hell is Robert Nizawa? I see everybody but him. Oh, there's no question you'd buy enough land. All right, I'm taking my headphones out because my stupid thing did this again. So I'm just not gonna. Do I still sound all right? I just can't hear myself, in my earphones, but do I sound okay? Did it do weird shit to my voice? Anybody? It's weird. Should I kill the stream, Chris Kuhn? Should I kill the stream and restart it? I mean, it would take us a minute. My voice is deep. No, don't kill the stream. Okay, I won't kill the stream. I'll just keep going. I'll probably sound like a fucking tard, but so that's the dealio with the lottery and what I was thinking about. Robert Wallace says to restart. Christy Kuhn says no. Jen Manga says deep. KK says either way. Well, all right. All right. So how about I restart it? I won't put any of the music in it. I'll just restart it and kind of go right into my list. Yeah. You know what? Tony simply, LOL. No, laughing my ass off. No, I'm so confused, you guys. Let's just get through it. No, I kill it. Yeah, I'm just gonna get through it. Fuck it.
Fuck it, you guys. All right. Tony, you don't care. That's cool. But it's, yeah, go, Bill, go. I like it. So, all right. So here's my lists. My secretary was writing these down and got them in very nice shape for me to give you a very good explanation on these. And they're on the finest paper that you can imagine. So let's do that. The first thing I wanted to touch on, you guys, was before I get into pipe bombs, is the midterms early voting. Early voting is in a lot of areas. Early voting. And do you know what it says? Do you know what's going on? It's looking like a red tsunami wave that in no way, shape, or form tells me to tell you that don't go vote. Go fucking vote. Make sure you fucking vote. I don't think I'll change my tune anytime between now and 2020. Go vote, vote Republican, red tsunami wave, do it. But the early voting is in, and it's significant, you guys. It's not 1 or 2 points. There's a couple places that early voting is in, and the Democrats do have it, but they have it by like 5 or 10 points. I mean, it is what it is. It's probably a bunch of, no offense to anybody that's geriatric or anything like that, but you know, listen, I'm not proud of this. My parents early vote, and after all the conversations I've had with them, everything I've told you about, all the battles that I've had with my dad, you know, they just cannot see the forest through the trees. My parents both voted fucking Democrat. So you guys know how passionate I am about what's going on in the Trump camp. I couldn't even turn my parents after 2 years of banging my head against the wall, showing them all the deception and everything that's wrong on that side of the fence. Why? Because they are glued to that gall darn television. And not specifically just the television being bad, but MSNBC, CNN. And my dad has the balls to say, "Oh no, I listen to everybody. I listen to Fox. I listen to this." Yeah, but your tune doesn't ever change, Dad. So, I just don't get it. Which I understand. He's in his 70s. Thank you, Tony. That might be the nicest thing that anybody has said to me today. Thank you. Thank you, because it believe me, I've worked on them harder than I've worked on anybody. That is such a nice term of endearment, man. A simple, "I'm sorry, Bill." Thanks, man. I love it. Tony, you're funny, man. You're funny. That's funny. But the reality is that I can see people in here. I'm coming to my dad's rescue and my mom. I can see people voting for that because they paint the picture that the Republicans are going to strip away Medicare. They're going to take away those very things that make the retired generation have what is it? Not comfort, but they have, what the fuck do they have? Stability, Anytime anybody rocks the boat, they've got an issue with it. And the Republicans aren't even rocking the boat. It's just that they say it's not broke, don't fix it. And they don't look at everything else surrounding it. So I get it, the older generation, but there is no excuse. There's zero excuse. Security. Thank you, Joe Mama. Joe Mama, good to see you. There is no excuse. Or is my voice like, Joe Mama, good to see good to see you, Joe Mama. Yes, it's good to see you. Good to see you on the hunt for the Red October. Everyone knows where they hide the booze, Mr. Nash. So, so Joe Mama, yes, security. And these are the generation that comes from my grandparents who lived through the Great Depression. I mean, it's an easy transformation to see how this has gotten to where it's gotten. Now, my parents' generation had people like me and my brother, who my brother actually was born in 67, so he's technically still a baby boomer. So he was born a baby boomer from baby boomers, but not me. I'm Generation X. We have the coolest name, by the way, Generation X. I love it. We're not millennials. We're not Generation Z or we're Generation X, which means we're kind of the forgotten ones. But some of us are awake. Oh, Tony, I thank you, man. Thank you. It's going to take a miracle at this point, but unfortunately, they already voted. So, unfortunately, that ship has sailed totally. And it's okay though, because you know what? By me beating my head against the wall with my parents, it's polished me to be really, really good with people that don't know me. And I just take that ass and I beat it, but I do it, in a non-conflict way. I'm actually pretty dang good. The other day, and I couldn't bring myself to do it because it was in my house. My wife had a business dinner, and one of her coworkers, her name's Trisha, had to go to this business dinner too, and she lives outside of town by quite a ways. Well, the restaurant that they had to go to with a customer wasn't far away, and they had 30 minutes to kill, so they stopped here. And Trisha started talking about like her democratic values out of the blue. I swear to God, I did not like bring it up. I didn't even hint at it because there's some things that are just like taboo. Don't do it. And she started talking about it, and I just sat and listened. I know that's hard for you guys to believe. I didn't talk. I sat and listened, and I just listened. And she was talking about somebody who was probably like me on her Facebook, although you guys know I don't do Facebook, that was talking about, you're going to see after November 6th, you're going to see how this is all going down against the Democrats, and the Republicans are going to retain the House and the Senate. And she's like sitting there going, I can't wait till November 7th. I can't wait to show it and throw it in his big face and show him how wrong he was about the midterms. And I'm sitting here going, I'm just quiet as hell. I'm like, oh, fuck. But it reminded me, I can't believe how asleep people are. And it should be a reminder to me and all of you. Now, I wasn't going to have that conversation. This is a coworker of my wife's, but I'm just sitting there going, what the fuck? I mean, seriously? I mean, I honest to God, smart woman. I heard her talk about many things. I could not fucking believe when she started talking about how she was going to throw this shit in the dude's face after the Democrats won the midterm. And I'm just like, nope, Bill, no, Bill. And my wife's looking at me because she's a Republican too. And she's looking at me like, no. And I'm just like, I'm just biting my fucking tongue. I'm just like, nope, I just can't do it. So I let it go. But it reminded me is that as awake as you are and as awake as I am, guess what? It's not just on CNN and MSNBC, man. There's people out there that are parroting, which it bummed me out, to be honest, because I thought that I'm diplomatic enough that I could have put it in a situation where I maybe could have just, there's Bill. He's making an argument. He's giving an argument, and he's not a fucking asshole. And he's just trying to get you to open your, but yeah, it was just like, nah, and I ain't gonna muddy the waters. You got to pick your battles, and that was not a battle I was gonna pick. So I didn't. I don't know. I guess I'm a pussy, but believe me, I wanted to really bad. I actually had my wife not looked at me like that, I would have jumped right up to my neck in her ass and got into political rants because I'm just that big of a douchebag. But so did I cover enough on the midterms? I think I might have. All right, so I talked about the midterms, talked about the Republicans being up on the early voting. So, oh, this is gonna be my new thing. There's that list. Oh, that sucked. Man, fuck, I can't even do it. Yeah, there we go. Now, let me get into the hard and heavy, the really good stuff. I hope this is coming across okay, because listen to my stupid headphones. They're still, and that's not headphone malfunction. That's just, yeah, it is what it is. So let's talk about what happened today. All right, I'm looking at the list because I want to be delicate, but I'm talking about the pipe bombs that were delivered today. That was a pretty big piece of news. Yeah, totally, dude. Stuffy nose. Robert Wallace, I'm still stuffy, dude. I'm still totally congested in my chest. I just feel better. But I'm on the mend. Who told me that today? I think it was Joe Mama. I think it was either that or it was April. I have to go back and look. Somebody said, glad you're on the mend. And that's a good way to put it. I am on the mend. I just ain't there completely, but I'm congested. I wouldn't say I got a stuffy nose. I think so too, Chris. Christy Kuhn, are you in medical field, by the way? I'm gonna get into this list, I promise. Callie. Hot lemonade and whiskey. Man, dude, I mean, whiskey has a nice spot in my heart, but I gotta have a big win if I do whiskey. And if I do whiskey, it's a Crown Royal. And really, I ain't a snob. It's just that I don't do it very often at all. Not anymore. You're not, Christy Kuhn. You're not in the medical field. I thought that I saw one of your pictures where you were like wearing one of those, I don't know, hats and like, those smocks. What do they call it? Smocks or something like that. The only time I've been in the hospital is when I've been operated on. So you were in surgery? Seriously? Wow. Color me intrigued. You know what, guys? I should get back to interviewing some of you. I think, Christy Kuhn, I think it'd be great to interview you and let everybody listen to you. I could put you on speakerphone. Not tonight, of course, but I've done it with Robert Wallace a million times. Jen Manga. I mean, it'd be cool. I mean, we could do, like I said, we could do a 1-minute segment, a 5-minute segment. You don't have to worry about what you're going to say, because if you leave it up to me, I will pitch you the questions. I do not run out of questions. I have no shortage of questions. I can keep you talking. You just have to be willing to do it. So think about it. But all right, that's cool if you're shy. That's all right. We were all shy at one time. You guys, I don't know if you've, I might have deleted my first couple streams that I ever did, which were like in March, maybe of this year, late March. I I was pretty shy. I mean, I was here. This will be a hard one for you to believe. I was completely fucking shit faced the first time I put my face on camera and actually went live. Because that's what needed to happen for me to do this. And look how far I've come. Snort. Oh, I've come so far. But I do feel much more comfortable even over those first broadcasts that I used to do. And yeah, so let me get into my list. And I am interested in learning about what that was. Yeah, Chris Kuhn, I think you were honestly one of my Chris Kuhn, you were one of my first. You were definitely, I think you were there that first night, actually. If I'm really recollecting, because I wasn't sitting here at my computer. I think I put my iPad on and I did it like partly from my garage and I took it into the house and I did a tour of the house and I was just out of hand. I was out of hand. But I think you were there for that night. My dancing is horrible. It's completely horrible. But you know what? I like dancing when the mood strikes. And I'll get another dance member or a dance night going. I will. I don't know how long it'll be, but there's one in my future. I feel it. I feel it. So let's talk about the false flags. There we go. I said it. The pipe bombs. Is it any wonder, you guys, that and fill in the gap if I don't get everybody here, but who got the on top of the pipe bombs being completely inadequate at being a pipe bomb, they were packaged in a way that scream, search me. They went to Barack Obama. They went to Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters. There's a real beaut. There's a real beauty. Low IQ individual, Maxine Waters, but went to her. Hillary Clinton, George Soros, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who, in my opinion, was guilty of putting the hit onto Seth Rich. Seth Rich, for those of you that don't know, is who is responsible for the 20 or 30,000 emails that got leaked to WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks and the WikiLeaks email, you might remember that from Trump. The WikiLeaks email were given to Julian Assange, who was the proprietor and owner of WikiLeaks. That's how all this shit came out in the 2016 election. That's everything that Trump was laying out there, was from the WikiLeaks email. Now, they had a lot more shit on Hillary. You don't have to dig that deep to find all the shit on Hillary. You don't have to. But is it any wonder, and did I leave anybody out who got the pipe bombs today? John Brennan, and his was delivered to CNN. So John Brennan, who is the former director of the CIA, who is a first class, grade A, raisin faced turd muffin piece of shit individual. Just in case you were wondering, he's a fucking asshole. But pipe bombs delivered to Barack Obama, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Maxine Waters, Hillary, Soros, and John Brennan. These are all people, according to everything that's going on with QAnon, that are in the crosshairs of there's a lot of people that are going to fall when the proverbial shit hits the fan. All right. But these are specific people that have been detailed and pointed out to. It's all a false flag bullshit narrative. Not one of these bombs went off. Not one. It just so happens to go to every piece of shit Democrat that's in the crosshairs of Trump and the administration. It reeks. It reeks. None went off, Robert Wallace. None. In fact, they brought the news media in to film them when they hadn't even been looked at yet by any of the police officers or any of the bomb disposal unit. It's like, come here, film this shit. Let's check this out, man. It's like, that's a fucking pipe bomb. Let me get more pictures of it. Mainstream media, blah, blah, blah. That's all it is, you guys. You already know this. It fucking smells. And not in a good way. It doesn't pass the smell test. That's my list. It took me a long time to get through my list. Watch, this can be better. Blah. It actually was worse. Blah. There we go. It, in my defense, it's got some sticky on it, and it like stuck to my hand, like it, like it did there. All right, so I told you I have to go to the auction tomorrow, and I appreciate every one of you. 42 minutes right now, 42 minutes, and that puts it on my time 18 minutes prior to 2 a.m. So Bill has to be at the auction, at 9 a.m. That's when the auction starts. I actually have to be there by 8 a.m. because I've got a bunch of cars that I want to check out because we're buying a car. So, guys, I would love to stay here absolutely all night. I could. I would. Maybe eventually someday I will. Robert, you get going on that fucking wow, 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 bow, bow, bow. Maybe I'll pick up a harmonica. The mouth harp. Maybe I pick that up. We'll do a fiery number. Yeah, I got to check out if I won. I get a Ferrari. I wouldn't buy a Ferrari, but I might just to say I own one. If I had fuck you money, I might do that. But I really can't see even throwing away fuck you money. I think I'd want to help people, but don't get me wrong. I'm gonna have a kick-ass crib. I'm gonna have nice shit. Not because I want it. That's horrible. Yeah, I buy nice ass shit because I probably wanted it, but you know what? I'm very content. I'm very happy in life. I hope you guys are too. I think balance is a beautiful thing, and you should live with balance in your life. And it's something that if you don't have, you should work on every day. I accept that as part of life. Balance is the key. So, know you guys know this from the bottom of my heart. I have got a very special spot inside of my heart for each and every one of you, and some of you occupy the same spot. I love you. I do. I genuinely love you, and I look forward to someday meeting all of you. And thanks for coming to the stream tonight. Wish me luck on the auction tomorrow. I'll give you an update tomorrow night and let you know what I bought if I buy something. And we'll see where everything is going. Okay. We'll see where everything's going. But hey, if you're down and out right now, keep your chin up. Your chin should stay up. Be awesome to everybody in your life, even when it hurts. You will be better for being awesome to everybody in your life. And those who aren't awesome, fuck them. I mean, not literally, but like fuck them, and do that. And if you're having any issues or anything, I'm gonna start doing this. I think if you need like some prayer, all right, I'm not gonna make it all religious or anything, but if you're struggling with something, if you're dealing with something, you guys start putting it in the chat, start reaching out. You can always reach me at Bill Mish, BILLMICH 123 at gmail.com. And I ain't afraid to put it out there for everybody. You can always reach me on Twitter at MICH_Bill. You guys have seen Kill Bill, right? You remember when she goes down to South America and the first Kill Bill, right before she's gonna she's going down there. She knows one contact, and she walks into this brothel, and she walks in and she goes, I'm looking for Senor Esteban. And he's reading a book, and he goes, please, I am pleasure to make your acquaintance. How may I help you today? And she looks at him and she goes, where's Bill? And he goes, where's Bill? Oh, yeah, where's Bill? You must be Beatrix. She goes, mm-hmm. He said, Bill, he shoot you in the head, no? Yes. If you'd have been here in my early days, you'd have been my number one girl. Where's Bill? He right here. All right. Fuck it. I don't know what that was. I love you guys. I will talk to you and see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic, phenomenal night. And I'll see you on the flip side. See ya.